Plastics pollution is killing us and the planet. Here's why we can't seem to shake it. Hello from Nairobi, where I just got back from the global plastics treaty negotiations in Geneva. And yet again, world leaders have not managed to finalize a treaty to end plastics pollution. They've been negotiating this deal for 3 years now, and they've been split on the issue. On one hand, we have a set of countries, mostly European and African countries, that are saying we should look at the problem at its roots, so focusing on ending plastics production, because they're saying if you reduce production, you will be able to end pollution. And on the other hand, you had the US and other oil-producing countries that are saying, no, we should focus exclusively on plastics pollution. After all, that's what the treaties are named after, and look more so into waste management, recycling, and end of life. And that's partly because 99% of plastics comes from fossil fuel like oil and gas. At the end, we ended up with no treaty and no confirmed plan for a potential next round of negotiation. So why does that matter? Well, it matters because plastics pollution is affecting our climate. We see the mountains of plastics that are filling landfills, that are polluting oceans, that are creeping into our public spaces, and they are also affecting our health. Microplastics is absolutely everywhere in our heart, in our kidneys, even in our brains. We have studies that are saying that there is the equivalent of a plastic spoon worth of microplastics in our brains. So the health risks are very significant. Ultimately, the failed negotiations have shown yet again that we're living in a GZERO world. That is a world where not a single country is able to drive global leadership, is able to drive global governance. And at the end, the same countries are struggling and suffering. Poorest nations, small island nations, emerging markets, and developing economies. The silver lining? Well, every single country at the table still want a treaty. They still want to push for it. They still want to see it through. And if you look at previous UN environmental treaties, none of them were done in 2 to 3 years. Most of them at least took 5 to 7 years to get to the finish line. So per UN standards, it's not that bad.